Here we are at the woodshop. And today I'd like to share with you a little bit about how I make these boxes. First, we're going to start with just a blank piece of wood. That's right, just a blank piece of wood. And we're going to mount it in this cool little machine called a lathe. First thing to do, gotta round it out. Gonna choose a rough and gouge. Looks like this. Slowly cut the edges as it spins. Until it's a perfect round shape. And now you have a round piece of wood. Then I gotta cut what's called tenons into the end so I can mount it on the chuck. And now we start with the lid. First you gotta cut the end off and mount it on the chuck. I'm gonna grab a tool called a skew and hollow out the lid just a little bit at a time. It's very relaxing and meditative work. And then with a larger skew, you gotta smooth out the inside of the top of the lid. And there you have it. There's your lid. Now comes the difficult part. Here's where we fit the lid to the base. I gotta measure exactly the depth and width of the lid so I know how far to cut. Then with a skew, gotta peel off the edges so the lid can fit over the top. Now we gotta shave off a little tiny bit at a time until the lid fits snug. Sometimes this process takes 24 little shavings before you're able to get the lid to fit just right. And now here's where we hollow the inside of the box. And I'm going to cheat a little by drilling with a bit to hollow the inside of the box. And then go back to the smaller lathe, clean it up with skews and scrapers to make it just right. And now every woodworker's dream, sanding. Sanding is a mundane part of the process because it takes so long and many repetitions. So you start with a grit about 80, then you do the same thing with 120 grit, 180 grit, and 220 grit until it's smooth as a baby's bottom. Then you do the same sanding with the top to match the rest of the body. A job well done. And now we add finish, which not only protects the wood, but also makes it look and feel like a beautiful work of art. So you start with mineral spirits just to clean it off. And then a form of polishing wax to fill all tiny microscopic scratches that you can't see. And finally, high friction polish, which is just basically shellac that cures with heat. Gives it a really nice, shiny, beautiful finish. And there you have it. beautiful, functioning tea caddy. Ah, such a satisfying feeling. Thank you for being a part of my 2024, and have the happiest of holidays.